Good morning, guys. In a previous analysis, I was predicting the S&P 500 would head down to this ascending support line, and that's exactly what we ended up getting. Let me show you guys how this is going to affect your crypto positions and where I think we're going next. Let's dive on in. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Trade Confident. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys today and just diving deep into the markets. Interesting things going on. Before we dive into the S&P 500, we will definitely do that. We pretty much have just consolidation right now. And, there used to be this thought that when your indicators are really overbought to the upside or when they're very oversold to the downside, this is where the biggest moves actually come in crypto stocks and Forex. You know what? That can happen, but what I've learned through the years of trading and teaching this, it's actually consolidation patterns that create the fastest moves up or the fastest moves down. The reason for this is because you've got people going long and you've got people going short, placing bets on both sides during a very tight price range. And with these tight price ranges, a lot of times short stop losses are placed right here and long stop losses are placed right here. So once we break out of this little, what we call a channel pattern, people start freaking out. So I don't know if you guys know this. I was reading this article the other day. About 75% of leveraged trades right now are actually going short. They're going short in the market. So if 75% of leveraged trades are betting on the market going down, you know what? The momentum and the sentiment is looking pretty bearish. Okay, keep that in mind because I want to show you guys something now on the S&P 500, which we're going to be tracking by the SPY, and it's very, very interesting. Let me give you guys an overarching view here because we actually are looking very bearish because we have an incredibly bearish pattern on the market right now, which could be tanking the overall markets, and this is going to relate to crypto seeing a pretty big dump as well. We are in an overall what we call a descending channel pattern, but within that descending channel pattern, we have what's called a rising wedge pattern right here, and this is the one I'm looking at as you can see here. Let me bring this up so you guys can just kind of see some relativity to what this looks like. When you have a rising wedge pattern here, or maybe this will help us maybe just a little bit better, give different perspective. A rising wedge pattern usually looks to break to the downside, okay? Especially if you are coming from an impulse move down with a rising wedge pattern, this usually looks to target the structure low. Now, I do feel as though that's kind of aggressive in this scenario because that would actually target way back down here. And you know what? It could actually start forming at the lower support line here and start dropping us all the way down to maybe about 336. I think that's personally too aggressive. I think this is in for the rest of the year. Now, let's get in here and talk about how we can predict the move that's going to happen here and what's going to do to our crypto positions because our portfolios are really why we're watching these videos. We want to make as much money as possible and we may want to exit some money here if we think it's going to drop. What I'm watching for this morning is we need to literally, guys, it's a very crucial update. We need to bounce right now. It needs to happen right now. Why is this? Ascending support line has a 1, 2, 3, and we're looking for that fourth touch right here. If we do not see a move back up here, we are going to start crashing down here. And first thing first, guys, a lot of people be like, oh, we're crashing down here. No. You have to look at a support line that most people are not looking at in the market right now. You need to look at this over here. So everybody pull out, I'm going to use, I'll use a trend line for this. You need to pull this top over here, which is correlated to this top. And it's also correlated very, very nicely to a structure low here, as well as we got that structure high wick value as well as structure high here as well as structure low here. What you're doing, the goal of this when you draw your trend lines, is to look for as many touches as possible. So if we do move down here, I don't want you guys to think we're just going to, freak out and we're going to drop really fast. Here's my call of what I think is going to happen. If we do drop down, we are going to stall at this area right about 390, and we're probably going to see a move back up to retest the ascending resistance up here, and then that's when we're probably going to see the big move back down. What I'm watching for to get money back into Bitcoin and Ethereum is for SPY to present a move to the downside here. It could break that, that's totally fine, and actually give us a buy signal on top and bottom finder, because if it does anywhere down here, do you see what's forming over here? We already have well money flow heading low, getting to a lower section, and we have trend exhaustion already moving down. You're going to get that perfect setup in the market. A buy signal with well money flow low and trend exhaustion low is how we get into very, very good trades. And the percentage that you guys have confirmation of it heading back up is drastically higher. This setup we use that I'm teaching you guys on SPY is exactly what we use in our scalping strategy. Currently 381% higher than the S&P 500. I don't mean to gloat or brag or anything about that, but I'm showing you guys the accuracy of when you pair that up together. That's what you need to be watching for. Okay, I'll give you guys a pop-up right now. You can get these indicators in the description, put them on your charts, set up the alerts for the next buy signal. Actually, really quick before I do that, I won't go through the whole process. I'll just show you real quick. For the buy signal on SPY or any of these, go to the SPY. You need to click the drop down, go to top and bottom finder, click buy or strong buy. I'll just do buy, for example, here. Once per bar close, and just do SPY buy, SPY buy. And then you guys will get a signal for that. Okay, now the SPY, I believe, is most likely going to move down to the structure support right here. Now, if you look at this, or if you take a look at this move down here, where does that put us for Bitcoin? Well, I think this move here, we're going to call this number 1 level, and we're going to call this level number 2. So just remember that. Let's go back over to Bitcoin. Level number 1, which is the higher level, is correlated very nicely based off where the S&P 500 moves down to. That is very closely correlated to the call that we've been making on this channel, that we're most likely going to come back down here to the descending support line and then see a bounce from there. That's where the first target is. The second one, if SPY goes really far down, we start crashing, that will definitely put us below. It will put us below structure support, and that is where I think we can hit $14,000 for Bitcoin, and I believe this will actually be a solidified bottom if we get to $14,000. The more I'm looking at this market, I don't think personally, leave your feedback in the comments, I don't think we're going to hit $10,000. Ethereum, before we end this video here, and I'll show you guys how to get these indicators, make sure you guys are watching this, because that move on the SPY back down to that level I was talking to you guys about is probably going to try to push us very close to this level down here, which is about 1,148. And then definitely if we go to the bottom of that descending channel, which I'll pop up one more time here, we will be heading below here. And I do think we're going to be retesting $1,000 on Ethereum if we do start moving back down here. I personally think this level down here is in for the rest of the year. I do not think we're going to hit this by January 1st, but I do think, due to the overall bearish pattern of the market, we are most likely going to see a move down here, and we're going to see at least a target on SPY here pushing us to about 389, 390. So watch 390. If we don't get a bounce, we're going to 390. I'm pretty confident about that. Okay, let me show this to you guys because I think you're really going to enjoy this. The indicators we're using, you know, the top and bottom finder, the trend exhaustion, price to swell, money flow. You guys can get these all in your charts today. So what I recommend everyone do is get the bundle pack first. The reason for this is you guys are actually going to get a $400 coupon code off the top and bottom finder if you just buy this first. So this is going to include your trend exhaustion, a flagship indicator we have, as well as the price to swell, money flow, and then 7 other indicators. Load them on your charts, see what you like the most. I personally recommend you guys keep on price to swell, money flow, and trend exhaustion. Feel free to look at the testimonials in a bear market. People have done literally thousands of dollars with these indicators in a bear market specifically. I changed these from bull market to bear market so you guys can see transparency. Who cares about a bull market profits? We want to know if people are making money in the bear market. So bundle pack first, we'll give you guys those 2 indicators, and then you'll immediately get with the source codes a $400 coupon code for top and bottom finder, and you guys can just enter that coupon code right after you click this link here. It's actually on Gumroad, and you guys can check out. I'll leave you guys with this. You want to be looking for the buy signal next to get money into crypto with trend exhaustion, well money flow low, trend exhaustion low, and that is the trifecta we're looking for this market to really start moving back up on this next move right here. So watch for that move. Set your guys' self up with the indicators. Have a good one, guys. I'll keep you updated on this analysis. I love you guys. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Everything you need is in the description. Enjoy that coupon code, and we'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.